Let's talk about where someone else might end up this summer. Isaiah Thomas, as we know, when he was traded to the Lakers, he and his agent were not thrilled with the idea of him coming off the bench.
How do you know? Did you hear from anyone?
I do know that. But he, to Isaiah's credit, seriously, he was the good soldier. To Luke Walton's credit, they had a big dinner. They talked about it. It was a thing. It was a managed situation. And here's what IT is saying now. I like it here. I like the situation I'm in, the coaching staff, the system. If things work out, I would love to be here. You never know. With free agency, you've got to keep your options open. I have no complaints since I've stepped foot and put on a Laker uniform. Now, obviously, in the context of this, Lonzo Ball is going to be LA's starting point guard going forward. So he's making this statement knowing that if he stayed in LA, it would be as a sixth man.
Right.
He also said he doesn't see himself as a sixth man. So what does this quote mean?
He's got to say all the right things. That's the right approach, because you're entering free agency. And he said it. I got to keep all my options open. I can't say, hell no, I ain't coming back, because then it might come around to where the Lakers could very well swing and miss on big-name free agents. So there might be a pile of cash waiting for Isaiah Thomas. Not the huge deal that he's looking for in terms of 5 years or 4 years or whatever, but a lot more in a 1 or 2 year scenario. I got to say one thing about Isaiah Thomas. I feel for him because of this. He never got his big payday. No. Relatively speaking. I know he signed a 3-year, $21 million deal. That's money for us, but NBA-wise, that's a modest contract. And before that, as a 60th pick, he was making minimum.
Right.
So this is a guy who a year ago was thinking, I might be making $30 million a year. And now all that money is evaporated. I feel for him in the situation he's in, but I think the best thing a player can do is put yourself on a team that's going to use you the right way and utilize your talents to the best ability. And what they've done since he's been there is win. They've won. He's played well. Yeah. Hopefully he gets some money.
I mean, first of all, you got to know if they want you back. First of all,
that's
to speak about going back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Then a lot can happen in a year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true.
A lot can happen
Ask
in a
Boogie.
year. You know what I mean? A lot can happen in a year. And, you know, from him patting himself on the back to the situation of with the jersey and all the going back to tribute video, to going to Cleveland, getting hurt, to getting, you know, a lot's happened in a year. But at the end of the day, one thing that can't nobody say is that he can play this game. Yeah. And wherever it ends out, I hope it works out for him.
Well, one thing he has said consistently through all this, I talked to him about this last week, is that he said, I just want the same chance I had in Boston. Meaning he wants the load of the offense. He wants to start because he feels that people who are saying, you're not the same player you were at the Celtics, he keeps saying, I'm not getting the same opportunity.
Not getting the same opportunity.
And I think he just wants that shot again. So I would see him, if he has an option in free agency of going somewhere where he knows he can be the starter, getting at least decent money, that I think he would take that over being a backup with the Lakers. But again, he's smart to keep his options open.
But we say he's a backup. He plays a lot of minutes, and he plays. They run the offense through him.
I do not think he wants to start the game on the bench. Let's talk about where someone else might end up this summer. Isaiah Thomas, as we know, when he was traded to the Lakers, he and his agent were not thrilled with the idea of him coming off the bench.
How do you know? Did you hear from anyone?
I do know that. But he, to Isaiah's credit, seriously, he was the good soldier. To Luke Walton's credit, they had a big dinner. They talked about it. It was a thing. It was a managed situation.